correct, Michelle. I'm coming to you live from the city centre, central Cape Town, where the Quds Day March is underway. Various organisations have gathered and they are moving towards Parliament. I'm now going to be joined by one of the organisers. It's called Qibla, and one of the organisers, her name is Yazeed Kaaldien. Good afternoon and welcome to Newzroom Afrika.
Good afternoon. Thank you for being here.
So as Qibla, tell us about your involvement or organisation of the Quds Day March here in Cape Town.
Thank you. The Qibla movement has been in existence since 1980, actually 77, but its official launch took place in 1980. And ever since then, for the past 44 years, the Qibla movement has been coming out in solidarity with the oppressed all over the world, especially on this particular day called the International Day of Quds, where we come out in solidarity and commemorate those who have been martyred across the world.
And does it have a particular, if I can say, added significance given of what we've seen over the last few months in especially the Gaza Strip?
Well, this genocide has been going on since the establishment of the Zionist terrorist state of Israel. It's just in the past 6 months, the genocide has been in our faces for no one to be able to dispute that it's actually happening, and also to take note in terms of the ICJ, the International Court of Justice, and the resolutions taken by the United Nations Security Council calling for the ceasefire. Today, however, our call is not just for the ceasefire, it is for the end of the genocide. When is enough enough? To date, we've got 33,000 people that have been murdered. 14,000 of those people are children. Over 77,000 have been injured. So when is enough enough?
I see also there are children who have joined this march. One child in particular is carrying a baby. We see also some of the participants carrying what looks like wooden makeshift guns, but there are roses at the tips of those. What is the symbolism of that?
We are freedom and justice loving people. We are non-violent to non-violent people only. When others resort to violence, they make nonsense of our non-violence. That is the symbolism behind that. And oppressed people have the right, in fact, they have the obligation to resist their state of oppression. The Palestinians are human, so they too have that right to resist their state of oppression. We in South Africa, we want to voice our objection, not just our objection, our disgust, in fact, to what is happening there in occupied Palestine. And we're calling upon all governments, especially those in the African continent, to stand up and to put an end to this genocide.
Tell us a bit about the other organizations who are here. I've seen some political parties and I've also seen some other non-profit organizations. Are you co-organizing this with others? Tell us about that.
We've been very blessed that Qibla has been the main organizer for the Quds Day marches in Cape Town since its inception. This year, because of what is happening, especially because of what is happening, but other years too, the same organizations have come out in support with Qibla to put forward this call to end the genocide. So I'm told that we have organizations such as the farm workers from the Boerland. They are also present. They are one of the most oppressed groups in our country, and we are so blessed to have them here with us today. We have other organizations. I see that Al-Jamaa is here. I see that the PAC is here, Azapu is here, APLA is here. So we have a broad spectrum of organizations, and I want to place on record that many of them are liberatory organizations, like the PAC, for example. So I'm happy to see them here.
So, Ms. Kaaldien, my last question to you is, what is the significance of marching to Parliament? I know that this is Quds Day annual process to Parliament. Why Parliament?
Well, Parliament is where, as some people would say, the magic happens, right? Deliberations take place there. The parliamentarians, or those who represent us in Parliament, they have to make sure that they fulfill the mandate which we've given them.
Thank you. Well, that there was Yazeed Kaaldien. She's from Qibla. They are one of the organizers of the Quds Day March here in Cape Town. And as you can see, we are in the city centre and hundreds of people have joined. They are moving towards Parliament. I'll hand it back to you in the studio.